Food shortages don't start with empty shelves. They start quietly with small price increases, delayed shipments, and fewer options at the store. By the time most people notice, it's already too late. In today's world, supply chains are fragile. Extreme weather, economic instability, transportation problems, and global conflicts can disrupt food production and distribution in a matter of days. You don't need to panic, but you do need a plan. In this video, you'll learn how to prepare for food shortages in a calm, practical, and intelligent way, without fear, without hoarding, and without spending a fortune. Let's start with the real problem. Most people rely entirely on just-in-time systems. Grocery stores don't store months of food in the back. They restock constantly. If trucks stop running for even a week, shelves begin to empty. And when people see empty shelves, panic buying begins. That makes the shortage worse. Another issue is dependency. Many households have only 3 to 5 days of food at home. If something unexpected happens, a natural disaster, a strike, or even a personal emergency, they are immediately vulnerable. Preparing for food shortages is not about fear, it's about reducing dependency and increasing stability. Now let's build a smart system step by step. First, calculate your baseline. Look at how much food you and your family actually consume in 1 week. Don't guess, check it. How many meals? How much rice, pasta, meat, vegetables, snacks? When you understand your normal consumption, you can plan realistically. A good starting goal is 2 weeks of food, then aim for 1 month. Eventually, if possible, builds towards 3 months. You don't need to buy everything at once. Build slowly and consistently. Second, focus on shelf-stable foods. Prioritize foods that last long without refrigeration. Examples include rice, beans, lentils, pasta, canned vegetables, canned meat, oats, flour, peanut butter, powdered milk, and cooking oil. These are affordable, calorie-dense, and versatile. Choose foods you already eat. A food supply is useless if no one wants to eat it. This is not about survival rations. It's about extending your normal diet. Third, rotate your stock. One of the biggest mistakes people make is buying food and forgetting about it. Create a simple rotation system, first in, first out. When you buy new items, place them behind older ones. Use the older products first in your everyday meals. This keeps your supply fresh and prevents waste. Fourth, store food properly. Keep food in a cool, dry, and dark place. Heat and moisture reduce shelf life. For long-term storage, airtight containers help protect grains from pests and humidity. Label everything with purchase dates. Organization is more important than quantity. A small, well-organized supply is better than a large, chaotic one. Fifth, diversify your food sources. Food shortages don't always affect everything equally. Fresh produce might disappear while grains remain available, or meat becomes expensive while beans stay affordable. Learn simple substitutions. If meat prices rise, increase legumes. If wheat becomes expensive, switch to rice or potatoes. Flexibility increases resilience. If you have space, consider growing something, even small amounts. Herbs, tomatoes, lettuce, or sprouts can grow in containers. You don't need a farm. Even a little production builds skill and confidence. Sixth, don't forget water. Food is useless without water. Store at least 1 gallon per person per day for drinking and basic hygiene. A minimum of 3 days is essential. 2 weeks is better. If possible, also have a water filtration method. This adds another layer of security. Seventh, build financial flexibility. Sometimes food shortages are not about absence, but affordability. Prices rise quickly. Having a small emergency fund protects you from sudden spikes. Even setting aside a little each month builds security over time. Preparation is not only physical, it's financial. Now, here's something important. Avoid extremes. Preparing does not mean hoarding. Buying massive amounts during a crisis harms others and creates more panic. Smart preparation happens gradually, before emergencies. It also doesn't mean living in fear. The goal is peace of mind. When you know you have food at home, you think clearly. You make rational decisions instead of emotional ones. This leads to the key insight. Food security is not about storage, it's about systems. Anyone can buy a few extra cans, but a system, calculation, rotation, diversification, budgeting, and flexibility creates long-term stability. Think of it like insurance. You hope you never need it, but if you do, you're grateful it's there. And preparation has another hidden benefit. It saves money. Buying in bulk during stable times is usually cheaper. You reduce emergency purchases. You waste less food because you rotate it carefully. Prepared households are not extreme, they are simply organized. Let's quickly recap the system. Understand your weekly consumption, build gradually towards at least 1 month of food, focus on shelf-stable basics you already eat, rotate everything, store it properly, diversify your diet and sources, secure water, strengthen your financial cushion. That's it. No drama, no fear, just structure. The truth is, we cannot control global events. We cannot control weather patterns or economic shifts, but we can control our preparation. And when uncertainty comes, whether it's a local emergency or a wider disruption, the prepared person stays calm. Calm people make better decisions. Better decisions protect families. Preparation is responsibility, not paranoia. If you want to go deeper, start today. Make a simple list of what you consume this week. That's your foundation. From there, add 1 or 2 extra items to your cart each time you shop. Small steps compound. In the description, you'll find a simple food storage checklist you can use to build your own system step by step. It's practical and easy to follow.